Hello guys, and Ready here, and this is just a quick Blu-ray and DVD horror update. I haven't had much time to film one of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you what I got. This is the third take doing this. Alright, so first up, we have The Conjuring. I picked this movie up over at Walmart after I shot that video, and I'm happy that I did because I went back there a couple days later, and they had gotten rid of all their Black Friday setup. So, I'm happy to get this movie, and I'm looking forward to picking up Insidious 2 when it comes out in a couple weeks. There we go. I'm hoping that Warner Brothers doesn't milk this too much. I know they're planning on doing spin-off movies and sequels to this, so hopefully these movies are halfway decent and it doesn't become like a Paranormal Activity thing. All right. Next, we have Killer Movie. I picked this movie up over at Dollarama. I was actually looking for another movie when I found it. I paid $3 for this movie, and this movie is basically about a serial killer on a reality TV show set, bumping off the people making the TV show. This is an okay movie. It's kind of a horror comedy, but it's not really funny, and a lot of the kills aren't as good as they should be. But I got this mainly because Kaylee Cuoco's in it. I think I'm pronouncing her name right. Probably not, though. She's the girl from The Big Bang Theory. But it was a decent enough watch. Alright, now we have Grabbers. And this is a horror comedy from Ireland. And this movie is kind of like a cross between Tremors and Deep Rising. And it's about this small coastal Irish town where these meteors crash land into the ocean. And these squid-like creatures come out and start attacking the people. But there is kind of a little twist, and it's actually in the trailer. And it's that if the creatures, they suck the blood out of the people. But if the person is drunk enough, the blood becomes toxic to the creatures. So the town decides to get everybody drunk as their plan to save them from the creatures. It's alright. The only problem I had with it was really annoying to watch people pretend to be drunk. And I didn't really like that very much. It was kind of so obvious that they really weren't drunk that it kind of took away from the movie. But it's still a decent enough watch, though. Okay, next we have Prophecy, and this is the giant mutant killer bear movie from 1979. I had a lot of fun with this movie, even though the movie is played straight. It's not like Grizzly, where the grizzly bear was jumping out of nowhere and attacking people every other minute. But this movie's a decent enough movie. The only thing about this movie, though, is I wish they had more money for the makeup of the bear, because the bear kind of looked a little bit silly. But still enjoyed this movie a lot. Right. Next we have Tales from the Darkside, the movie. And this was a movie that I didn't think much of when I originally watched it on home video back in the day, but I really like a lot now, more so than back then. This is basically like an anthology movie. And I guess I was reading up on it, and I guess originally when they had the TV show Tales from the Darkside, originally they were going to call it Creepshow the series, but they didn't have the rights to the name, so they went with Tales from the Darkside. So some people consider this to be the true Creepshow 3 as opposed to what we ended up getting a few years back. But it's got a great cast. It's got Steve Buscemi, Julianne Moore, Deborah Harry, James Remar, Braedon Chung, Christian Slater. I think the first two stories are my favorite. The last one with the cat, not so much. Alright, moving along. Okay, Tower Block. This is a British thriller, not necessarily like a horror movie. And it's about these people that are the last tenants in this tower block. I guess that's what they call apartment buildings in the UK or whatever. They're the last holdouts that are supposed to leave or whatever. But they ended up, someone gets killed in their tower block and no one talks to the police about it. So months and months later, this sniper starts picking the people off, and they're trying to figure out like why and who's trying to take them out. This movie is really good and a little bit nasty too, because some of the people that die don't really deserve to die, and of course they go in like the most well, not the most horrible way, but getting shot can't be good for anybody. But I enjoyed this movie a lot. It's got mixed ratings on IMDb, but I thought it was decent enough. And last up, we have Black Christmas. This movie I've never seen all the way through. I've only seen like a few scenes from it. And I actually picked this one up a little bit sooner, but I didn't want to show it like until we got close up to Christmas. And I'm planning to watch this movie Christmas Eve next week. So hopefully it's good, which I'm sure it's got to be. I mean, it's a classic. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll talk to you all later.